I've been watching Follow the House of Usher on Netflix. Let's talk about episode 7, The Pit and the Pendulum. Spoilers ahead. We've got some more focus on the short story, The Fall of the House of Usher. There is a lot of focus on the relationship between Roderick and Madeline. The twins are no longer united. That is a big discussion for readers of the short story. Can Roderick and Madeline even exist apart from each other? We also get a reference to a different, very famous Gothic work, and that is Frankenstein. Roderick compares Juno to Frankenstein's monster. Very cruel for one thing, but also another reference to the abuse of power. He is claiming full power and full agency over his wife. This episode is titled The Pit and the Pendulum, focuses on Frederick, Roderick's oldest child. Frederick is one of Poe's characters, but not from The Pit and the Pendulum. He's from a different short story that I can't even pronounce. Now, a number of Poe's stories feature the conspicuous passage of time, including The Telltale Heart and The Mosque of the Red Death. However, the image that is just in the title, The Pit and the Pendulum, is pretty unforgettable. The narrator, the speaker in The Pit and the Pendulum, actually makes it out in the end, which is not how it plays out for Frederick. The image of the pendulum of a clock is throughout this episode. The very first image that you get is young Frederick looking at this clock on the wall of his parents' apartment. It is a plastic clock shaped like a black cat. The tail is the pendulum. Then we get a scene from Roderick's conference with Auguste Dupin, and the grandfather clock in the old Usher house comes back to life. The pendulum starts swinging. Frederick meets his end when he goes to try and recover Morel's wedding ring from the scene of Prospero's rave in episode 2. Again, we have that conspicuous passage of time. He tells the workers, I need 5 minutes inside, and then I want you to swing the wrecking ball. So there's the very obvious countdown. Then we have more images of pendulums. We have the wrecking ball itself, and then in the very end, a rafter that comes loose and swings back and forth over Frederick. So there's that image of being unable to stop the clock when you need to. We do have some great bits from Lenore in this episode. Lenore is the name of Frederick and Morel's daughter. I really wasn't sure Morel was going to make it out of this episode. The countdown is on for her as well, but Lenore is finally the one who can break through that. She stops the clock by breaking into her mother's room and calling 911. We'll talk about episode 8.